Good morning class, this is our second video of chapter 14 parallel lines, properties of parallel lines. Now we are in continuation of exercise 14, question number 3. We have done question number 1 and 2 in the previous video. Now question number 3 is, we are not having the figure in question number 3, we will draw it ourselves. Two parallel lines L and M cut by a transversal T. Then the interior angle on the same side of T be 2x minus a and 3x minus 7. You have to find out the measure of these two angles. Class, we will draw the figure ourselves. Two lines parallel, L and M. These are transversal. And measure of two angles given on the same side of transversal. That means they are the pair of co-interior angles, consecutive interior angles. Given lines L is parallel to M and T's are transversal. One pair of consecutive interior angles as one is 2x minus 8 and other one is, if you want you can label these two angles as A and B or U and V if you want. If you don't want, you can just do like this. Now solution. If you want to label, then you can write angle A is this one, angle B is this one, then angle A plus B is 180. Now sum of these angles will be 180 because they are consecutive interior angles, and we know that consecutive interior angles are supplementary, or you can say sum of consecutive interior angles is 180 degree. Getting class? Either write the reason like this, sum of consecutive, we know that sum of consecutive interior angles is 180 degree. Let us write. We know that sum of consecutive interior angles is 180 degree. So 2x minus 8 plus 3x minus 7 is equal to 180. Just open the bracket first. Take care of sign of degree. 2x plus 3x is 5x. 8 and 7, 15 degree. Transposing 15 to the RHS, we will get 5x is equal to 195. And x is equal to 195 divided by 5, 39 degree. Now the given two angles will be, given angles be 2 into x minus 8 and 3 into x minus 7. Yes, 78 minus 8 and second one is 78 minus 8, second one is 117 minus 7. That is 70 and second one is 110. Two angles are 70 degree and 110 degree. These are the required angles. This is our answer. Is it clear? Have a look again. We are having one pair of co-interior angles. Getting? We know that co-interior angles are supplementary. Their sum is 180. We'll solve for x, then put the value of x in given angles. We will get the required two angles. Okay class, now let us do our next question. Class, this is our fourth question. You can see the figure. Again same, L is parallel to M, but right now we are having two transversal. If S and T be two transversals such that S is not parallel to T, they are different. Find the value of x and y. X and y, these are the two unknown angles we have to find out. Class, for solving this question, in one time we will consider only one transversal. There is no relationship between these two. Yes, first we will consider like this. L is parallel to M and T is a transversal. Let us consider this angle as Z. Let us label this angle as Z. Have a look how to solve. Question number 4 given. L is parallel to M, S and T are transversal such that S is not parallel to T. To find x and y. Class, we will write here because there are two pair of transversal, one pair of transversals, so we'll write individually. Once we are taking right now, first L is parallel to M. Let us consider this angle as Z. Now L is parallel to M, T is a transversal. Then first Z plus 65 is equal to 180. This is formed by linear pair only. We are right now we are not using parallel line. Z plus 65 is equal to 180. This is from linear pair. Then Z will be 180 minus. There are variety of solution of this question. Okay. Z is equal to 115. Now Y and Z, because now you are using, since L is parallel to M and T's are transversal, so Y is equal to Z by corresponding angles. Now Y is equal to Z is equal to 115 corresponding angles. First we have to find out X and Y. Y is done. Now we have to find out angle X. Now considering L and M are parallels and S is a transversal. S is a transversal. Then now let us this angle as U or V or T, whatever you want. Okay. Let us consider this as angle T. Then 50 plus T is equal to 180. Again linear pair. Then you can say T is equal to X, because both of these lines are parallel and S is a transversal. Then T is equal to S, alternate interior angles, and you will find our X. Okay, have a look for the written now. Class, earlier I am telling you there are variety of solution. Similarly, if you want, you also can take this one as T, that this as T or this as T. This is also forming a linear pair. L is a line, so 50 plus T is 180. You can do like this or you can do like this. Whatever you want, you can do. 50 plus T is equal to 180, linear pair. If you are considering this one as T, then we'll find X is equal to D by corresponding angles. Okay, class? If you are considering this one as T, then find X is equal to T as. T will be same in both the cases. Then we'll find X is equal to T as alternate interior angles. Yes, 50 plus T is 180, linear pair. L is parallel to M and S is transversal. So, X is equal to T. X is equal to T. Which reason? Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Sorry, I omit. First we have to find out the value of T. T is equal to 180 minus 50. T is equal to 130. Then we will write X is equal to T is equal to 130. Getting? Our answer is X is 130 and Y is 115. These are our two answers of the respective question. Right, 50 plus T is 180. First we will find T. Then we will write this step. X is equal to T is equal to corresponding angle. Here also you can write corresponding angles. Okay, class? Is it clear to all of you? Have a look again. In this question we are having two transversal. First we are going to consider transversal T. The L is parallel to M and T is transversal. We have taken this angle as Z. Y is equal to Z. Sorry, Z plus 65 is 180. First we will eliminate Z. Then Y is equal to Z by corresponding angle. Let us consider this angle by T. By linear pair we will find T first, 130, then X is equal to 130, X is equal to T by corresponding angles. Okay, class, let us continue our next question. Question number 5. Have a look for the question statement. You can see in this question, DAE and BC both are parallels. You are having these two angles as angle B and angle C measures you are having. You have to find out this X and Y, that is DAB and other one is EAC. Okay, class, have a look for the figure first. Class, you are having both of these angles. You can find the third angle of triangle using angle sum property if you want. but right now there is no requirement of this angle. You can directly use this. DA is parallel to BC, considering AB as transversal, x is equal to 65. Alternate angles. Now again you will write DA is equal parallel to BC and considering AC as transversal, y is equal to 45. Again alternate angles. Okay class, just we will find both of these angles using alternate angles property and just have a look for the written. Yes class, given line DAE parallel to BC, angle B as 65 and angle C as 45. To find angle X and Y, or you can say DAB and EAC. Again same thing, DAE is parallel to BC and taking AB as transversal. You have to mention AB as transversal, then angle DAB is equal to angle B, alternate interior angle. DAB means X, that X is equal to 65. Similarly, DAE is parallel to BC, same line, but right now transversal is different we are taking. And considering AC as transversal, now angle EAC is equal to angle C is equal to 45. Reason again, alternate interior angle. EAC means Y. Y is equal to 45. Hence we have find angle X and Y as 65 and 45. Okay class? You can directly see X 65 and Y 45 alternate interior angles. Today's homework, just 3 questions, at question number 3, 4, 5. Okay class, we will continue question number 6 onward in our next class. Question number 3, 4 and 5. Only 3 questions is your homework, but do it yourself again and again.